yenja and answer ye ma obe na police for edu ekro na ya ye bibia ko including say to say wo lawyers ko be file habeas corpus say yem produce wo body no police for envamba what do say anka wo be feel say e wo man a ne enti a meti ha meji tumu say honorable enko office na me maintain fie esan say the party wo power the government and I say the president and as a president na wo free the party no mu e na ya appointment wo be man appointment on mami bi na me nso magia to me esan say mra e na de ye adwuma sambra no e na de tiatia obi fa hodie so Gregory Afoku bibi e koso a enye mo ma yen hwenka ansem mienu we e hamadwe ye because betumi ato obi a ene ebia ebusuafo omo watakrade ene Gregory Afoku ochina ebetumi ayeme ne wo yenim ne ebesi enti Ghanafo yen kaika honorable mesrew yen fa message no nko ekire man Captain Mahama Major Mahama
Major Mahama yeah
nia me say anamontuopa say ye be ye bibia ye de be kai no na yenso ye be hu ne say ewiase afane nyina no ye be twe ho efri sa sabisabi nyamra nsem a ensem fata say oman a wo mu ebom ho samrane say wo mu ena omuni bi wo Africa ama tese emre a na kosiboni etena obi afa hodie so no wo mu ena omtumi ku je wo mu ho first as obi hu no say betumi ayesa ena obi anso eye bi na say bedu bebenso a ye bibi saasi na say de emra no ebe hye nsemu na ya ye bibi a ebe ko atie obi ni fa hodie so wabra ye ni sa tumi no ebe ha adwen yi wa me kai minim pepe say wo so be kai say emre bi ba ya ye say nkrofo bi wonamwa na obi ne nsa kan ye say obe maira okay sa scenario no I will never forget that scenario because my brother Odimechi fell victim to that situation.
I see.
It was the timely intervention of Malambia Unimuno. And Obeto says, Nyomano koso like, Omo estate Jojo, my brother no anka, Ubekuno ano. And a Nipa Nibisa, okay, Nipa also in the bear my ano. One thing when he said the bear man or another, anyhow. And I can't say they be. I say I'm one train way. And some map and the because I didn't know who to be who said the bear man or and I said do and I say baby. And that was what made the difference.
You share na wo.
Almost share na dey no.
Tina fidie na ira.
Dey na ira. So we America no. So it can happen to anybody senior honorable Ekano but you see moving forward I will say yes na ya kai ho. Endra me hu ma me no aye Maxwell Mahama ni mame. Me hu ne yire no and let me say ne yire no adan so ba bia me de me hu say o more courageous. Ono so say o soldier ni hu say o ma onya military training ni bia untimi hu because one say ne yire no e na anka otumi e break it down wa ada affecting kwala no more seriously I think say obi asake ne up ama wate saa de na ase intini yaw ni nyina no ewo ni mu eno nso ewo effect ewo serious health effects on being as a human being enti ewo say mra no me de meka a kire obi ase mra no ye hwe senia ye be ya bibia be ko ni mu no mesre say wo mu medical and mo pomudie hu nsensem no especially nkwala no ene ne ye no mo maame no ye Maxwell Mahama ne yere no yemma yeni enkoso yie because the psychological effect emma ebema wo mo I mean social relation kra no be greatly affected to say ya hwedi ya ebenya ho nsonsaso bebri but yembisa ye ho so say 2 years down the line Maxwell Mahama ejuma no a okoye ye na nunti Yaje ne nkwa anasa ebi mu eto eltwe ne nkwa no mesreme busasa say djuma no akosi sen eye djuma ye nyina ye gitu mu se ye hwe na se se yonsuo no a enam galamse in its totality illegal nemu ye obibia ye frɛ no legal small scale mining ye no sukra no ye be affect in our attempt omugitu mu it's a legal legitimate business nkofo ye investment wo mu omugitu mu ejai wo modjuma no say ye nyina no ye be ba benko na yetumi nya bibia e be boa yen ama yensuo no enu eho ate ene me no kasa yi enam say djuma no so obi ko hwere ne nkwa say djuma no so ama ebi mu so ada ne sikafo enam say djuma no so ama ye hunu wo TV so me hu me Canada bia se me hu se yakoye investigative journalism video a etre obi to search as bisu ogisika wo officer on ton hwe wo ho what to say asotwe biaba Maxwell Mahama ne nkwa na wo lose 2 years down the line what to say ya twe obi aso ama ta say busuafo no so
Alaji, the fact say there's video to prove say Obiaji video, Obiaji Sikanche say it's not a corruptible act because it's not been established by any competent court of jurisdiction. Sanitation and so. You know, it's one video no, and the investigation is ongoing. It seems to me friends should be on a discussion.
Say video no.
I think the second time we're looking at this issue.
Yeah, me say video no me hunu, and na make am one some.
Na
make so be ahwere ne nkwa in defense of this same ejuma aban de share ni say onkobo yensu hu bai onkobo environment hu bai wa hwere ne nkwa yenya up to now me no kasa yenya justice man.
But I say one video now nobody is taking that fact from you. But what you say one say obi jisika video mu ntino yenya ne hwe na say wo video no what sigina say nipa na ebone ye fa no kokko no so bu anasem
the nti America say nipa na ebone so honorable ye minister or code of conduct code of ethics or the war office no office no be say to office or jisika
nobody's begrudging on that but they can say some video
no office ho and me hu so all jisika nipa no all the video no so kire me no e kire me le nti a all jisika no I mean
I know you won't ase but untim fa no some issue wa say
well be dey me my me so basis say nia me hu no nia ye me ya no say obi ahwere ne nfa
unfortunately natural law and natural justice say we see obi jisika bi o video but the jisika no say the side of the story
well who I mean, it's your duty.
Yes,
it's your duty to do whatever you want to do. But the American say, "Sir, video no I mean who and you be from the same person. I'm under a judge of TV. Me who I'm under TV.
So you say a judge for the video no buy no cotton fee. It went through a process.
And American into a TV.
See, the video na who you know. And go through the same process.
Video no. In fact, added with Omampenyin and Nado Danko Akufo-Addo and Kasa no mukasa. Wo ka kire yen se wono senyame ya adom no obeye Omampenyin a ade ba ko a wo de beye de akopro ne katasese any video no a anas anas sa anas kwan o faso ede eche wom a wom edi Ghana hamo a wom ye pro ne katasese no sa no no so ebeye Omampenyin ne kai Omampenyin mranim ni kese pa wo Ghana ha enti so no ahwemramu ehunu se ade a anas ye no ono so betima ye bi de akonti ya pro ne katasese se video no ba na ya anas de a metimi aka ho asem
the fact that president Akas will use announce the coin fast chin no and just say announce video capture one say ye boy for say there be say somebody be resign from position here there hwehwemu gu so koso
and I message say hwehwemu no ka me de say ne ye di Maxwell Mahama 2 years no
ka betimi aba bontin ye sigina
ye sigina ye no obi ehu ni say Omampenyin ye trado na ye di ashan ye fen say Maxwell Mahama ni monyam aye say be statue nko very good good ebe kai edia obi enam na ohun na yebisa na so emre bi baaye ama ebi mu ede mra no hye omunsem na omukun sojani anasa omukun obi nti yenhwe so ma yen yesa biom ne na ekeka ho fine Rebecca but the America say yemfa ye bibi e be hye no mu enumunyam na yenhwe say anka net me no wo ka say ye di asem no ama ye nya corporate bi a ye twe omaso na ebusuafo nso ekoma atoye omuyem na Ghana fo nyina ehu ne say udi boni e wo man Ghana mu emra wo ho ye betwe wasom na eno nso compensate the attempt at immortalizing your friend Maxwell Mahama. That is what we are talking about. And also critically very important. To say it was say yes. Indeed, and media say ka nsensemo efa ho na yehwe ejuma to say ebimu afa to omo so mehu say Maxwell ne papa nkasa afa ato no so say omo best sensitize the citizenry afa mob justice ho say na be ya wo mo bejai mebo omo abaso oni nkofo bi atikuo bi a wo mo sa sensitization no ebe ya ye kwosoro ba form hwe wonim say in the military and even I don't know with the police but in the military obi e bibia wo mo adwen training na wanya to say sika na e oman no e training no wo mo dwen nyoma bebre hu entitu obehu ni say ye obi free military na ya sack na free mu no you go through a lot of process because of the investment that oman no aye e wo nipa no so that investment no has gone to the drain when it comes to Major Maxwell Mahama. It's going to the drain. Would they forget about Nebusiafo, forget about Nema, forget about Nye, or minor kasankasa investment ayaye egu Maxwell Mahama no nimuno. It's gone to the drain. And you better not say, I have behind. Now I can say yes, statue. Say yemfan kai nipa by nature. Ubia to say, especially Ghana for or person who are so bia ebe the term from attempting to do that because they move over. Now say when you wrong information, now say oh capitalize on that wrong information to act. You can end up being like one of the people wamu edisa asemuna ensemfata ewo Maxwell Mahama so. Enti moma astrictly no enso very important. Why na come one sem and ramiti the Minister of Defense. Okasa kasa wiye man te nipa ba ko a wotumi akasa enamuntu aban etu ese ye de betwe aso a ebeye clear deterrent.
There's a case in court, Alaji.
Case in court, yes. How many years in?
When I say I mean it's in court process so
I'm not doubting it. It's a process. But how
Professor Moses was so resting perfect. Yeah. Also use of justice grinds but slowly.
And I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. But Nyame can say even as it grinds slowly, why and the air can be Eddie Ashe Busiafo in the Munyam say a buying at one more ye way one can say ya into your man statue, your mano your beze ya fund be at the Abba boy Busiafo in the county ya besan that chair so one is obi albany na you be compensate you na unhun society pan so ya twena so and no more soothing than say bibia e be ma as a compensation sa so twe no natural ukọ religion Bible Quran bibi e ho a friend no aso twe to say eno no more soothing eno no eboa ema wakoma to
which say aso twe kwan no enkosa ne wo say kono
now then I could be uncle. Oh, as I speak to them, what has happened?
If I say in court, or they be a France in court.
And indeed, you have to be as no.
See, who court to any what someone should have
I would say you are France in court. In America, until you court, and I so.
So a process, you to run on
a process, 2 years down the line, and I maybe 2 years down the line.
Okay, as some more court, you have to chairman for some years suspect. And then I was just saying, come to me.
Yeah. Me no Kansas here. BBC I was West War.
By election.
Similar issues. Yet team to so Koko Ghana for you your mobile no. They went commission on powers of the court Anambwa. More powers of the court. Omo report no mo fan call Emma Abai.
Nsaka.
Correct. And I can say at least in the report, no, near recommendation near who say, and then the necessary step, is left with a buy to take. And it's similar things. Now, can Minister of Defense Ekasano or say a buy you say a 2 and a moon say a 2 and a moon say a 2 and a moon say you who say nipa say into your bay say the aboa sam kofono. And you're soothing. It's your friend say a uplifting spirit as a Ghanaian. Say over now 2 years down the line, obidi nekra esiho ama to say o my Ghana na ya wahwe sa ne life ne nkwa na abepem ne untihwe onfre ne nkwa keke say obi abutu mistakenly na abono na yakasa accident wo you say 10% casualty in every military exercise is allowed. We know say amanfo bi abom trimu po etu ahye ne so ebunu ekun. I mean, it's unimaginable. It is unimaginable. And we as the citizenry, you want to be mesre in every situation. You can be a victim. Maybe you'll be a yauda. Na ade no eda so ewo wakuma mo ye o ya because ade ne ye be wia no so mboma. Na what to say we won bisa wan ye hwe obi di lechi ebia nipa no if you say odi ne girlfriend echi na or pam no ewu because they see that or pam no ewi wabebo no wakum nipa no later we better say nipa no say na onye ewi obi na pam no say office say o chesi ne girlfriend ne ne keka.
And in short, the government can do more.
The government must do more.
Do more. Okay.
Must do more.
Conformance is something about Bambejina fame. We are Mako honorable minister or deputy minister Hana. Isuna tutono any dimupa na watch him na fe. Yenya otoso. Uncle Atodi Free Spinters. Was it thanks for your good work, UTV. I hope the roadmap agreed by both parties to disband vigilante groups will be fruitful so that we get the finality of these treacherous activities. In as much as the state wants to crack the whip on some recalcitrant and fraudulent pastors, I also want them to close down or deal with all fake malams who always deceive innocent people and at the end dupe them of huge sums of money. Regards, Honorable Elizabeth Afolekwe. Obinsu dia wadi ebayan. A.U. Farouk Tamale Nodifribaye. I blame government and town and country planning for not making sure people built on accepted areas. The floods in the capital is long overdue, and I think it's about high time something is done on it. Odo the free tema. AK, ex-President Mahama and the NDC should come out with detailed policy for election 2020 and stop attacking EC every day. Voters will vote on issues and policies in 2020 election, not attack on Jen Mensah and her team. My regards to Ernest Yaukumi and Kennedy Abroka. Honorable. We are in the rainy season again, and the daily graphic will say Accra is underwater again. We'll talk about it. Then people will be their channel. Then life goes on. Afibia repeat it. I swear to
medic besada CBO. No cre Ghana yakwe baby say as there be a development a preceding planning. Nano kwesiada for the first time in a quite call talking point GTV.
Okay.
Like quite one of the most experienced engineers or my when it comes to flood control. Or your Juma with hydrological services department for a good part of 32 years.
Wow.
For an engineer wise, I'm a tepe. Now, or you should circle interchange, you know. At the year, Fatu Mubi. I'm a person when you're quite angry, talking points, and I'll pay, make one sem kakra. There were two critical factors facing us as a nation. Two. Back one was the issue of flooding whenever it rains, the perennial flooding of our capital city. And so maybe won't cry. The second was the traffic control of traffic flow around the circle area. Emma, in Busiano was for the interchange. or the overhead, or whatever you want to call it, Dubai, as some people want to call it. But me and yes, for the flooding, no, how to deal with the perennial flood, me and yes, and instead of government holding on and asking the experts, say, is it prudent to go on with the construction of the overhead as a 112 to ensure that there's free passage of traffic and a free flow of traffic, whatever. As well as physical to address the drain. A 20 problem. We proceeded without, I suspect, without the advice of the experts. And now, interchange. And anything about the flooding. The interchange, despite that the place has been beautified, in so far, they wouldn't. We can't pay that circle about things. We are sure thing grind. You don't even have how that 40 here. We need that bridge. It's only a company penny. Yeah, bridge us only over that. Maybe I don't want that deeper sleep or faster sleep. Me so toy and I fan of your. I say, who sounds a my ye qua na ye ba. KNUST. Since the 60s, and are producing engineers, architects, quantity surveyors, name them. But a drew say a Jumana bar, Yaman for near Kujinas and for near Casa. Maybe go school man engineering. Corona minimum, I can't say. Nimdia. One who's so moon in engineering. Tell them, say, Marco Misa administration away. Now, say, maybe politics. Will be engineer, some man, person, and I'm extending on. That is a criminal politician. And if we don't allow the engineers to, I find it's a design our country for us, we are going to have serious problems everywhere. The issue confronting this country is one of engineering. Nothing but engineering.
And yet, the mindset of the people.
And no, Baba. They're tossed to be. I'm much in the one to be seen as a tea. And then you see what I was doing. I'm going to putting in a go, no compensate on the cost you're saying. I say, "Fan one what ABS car yes send a fibiano." What I say to desert to dredge, you know. ABS a bit more tree compensation for Sangrophone to move out of the waterway. They make what I say. Because Safibia no figures be I saw make the 2 year. 2015, may I compare the 2015 budget I allocated to works and housing for drains and the silting. Now 22,336,342 Ghana cedis. 2015. 2016 is what say. And my budget at the same ministry was 12,271,558. 2017, budget is attributed by 8,136,018 Ghana cedis. And at 2018, President Cassidy, you have budgetary allocation on the minor 12 million. It will be baby.
So we started with 22 million.
Yes, and said the word no one winning. The president might additional 200 million.
Wow. In
the history of the Republic of Ghana, in terms of the Works and Housing Ministry, that year is this one single year president and now I made choices to deal with flooding. If you are not joking, this year as we speak, there's a application for commencement to the tune of 520 million Ghana cedis.
I know, says can I know where you're heading.
So that you drains, no, you see, you construct the drains, nippy. You saw the total being far. It's also warning. What I say, and a chifa, a community pass Sango for Japan. And now we bring me a drone, a friend is saying, a drone
video,
a video or captions of a crab. We used to talk to Massa. We didn't show an opera to school of warfare. We say, mango for this country, if care is not taking, say if one government is not bold enough to say, look, water should be our for compensation on two. You will be dining in a go. Ubi was CB water was way moon. so that we can clear these ways.
And then by doing that, and it's not enough. Say we will have to also stop people from building on waterways. Because say okay, you compensating for say what's down waterways.
As we speak, maybe it's Ashanti region. Your 47 buildings are earmarked for demolition. As we move back way.
Because he needs to compensation.
No. But my point is say so if we are buying spending year in year out to the silt, to dredge. What I say to construct drains. So that's can be a team bob say we tree will be as 47 you throw be my values ko value need any tree and come and call any budani guye ni yakwan ye drain it to one. Every year and every other year we don't have to come back to the silt or to dredge. The what I say. May your drains be since independence. Unu kwasi ya. You saw no. It's now away bakery.
Yeah.
If you're dying at Twaka method is super, no Samia, that's what they buy HFM. No a bakery. They say, as I sorry, be a new apostolic as I say, as well be a sorrow. Who said, not got to be that one, not for be a boy, EP church, one, Baby System Pulse, at was walk Wabunum. And that was since I me a woman, only should be the Massafo. Nam going on Sapato. And to have that time, I that's a cat and the hole. Many a talk travel chief forget a part of my life. That's what I hope.
We are here.
Now we are now. Because President Chipus, our year, Madam Semen Cox house, and no. Maybe my nephew, Cramas to be for her. Sad drain, dear, may their mom. But we'll be able to drink what money here. And then my contract, I say, Kia contractors, on the also. No, we are so we drain, or demolition across. I said, once you are clear, what do I say? They are clear one master, so when you claim about 10-15 meters to a drain. That will be myself. As you drain now. Because I say secure funding for the second phase after bridge, that will be supposed next year, Misamo Matuaso, I have to Abuapunum. They'll be on the bedaho. Now you see the illegal structures creating bank for when access to these drains, to even the silt and dredge. That's not a problem. So on the major, the problems are facing my engineering. You need to be about engineering. See, I'm engineers now. You may not be a business politician. You're not because my engineering. We are making maintenance here, drain size, meaning thickness, meaning what I say. You make a bit of combat. You make a natural maker. But one more, I say engineer, me te penum, hydrophone, that day or more no. In your MPP, I say Papa Wano. I say if in your vision be. Say hydrological services department. I'm gonna mine drains, no water bodies, no water wasting. I'm gonna walk one in there, and so be as one of drain. Into by my hydrological services department, by an authority, so that anybody also constructed drain, we a road, so we a local government to have to go there to seek approval. That's how we need here. Into ya no so haphazardly. What I say, I'm a BBS no. It is so to a baby a tree for a ding in a lack of proper buildings, lack of defined channels for the water to pass through, lack of fast science. Now, the first car, we had last year, President last year, budgeting was 220 million. This year, Sky the alcohol 520 for approval. And no actually, there was 16 critical drains in across the country, say tackle across the country. Our main drains are here, you better not and no one who 16 times. It's a Bianco, so because of $50 million. What I say? See, I guess I don't want to in soon to you be fat. You're this thing, you're dredging, you get some money in Massa. We are joking. It's a problem. They be able to track and once them near Coke. Ghana started flooding in 1958. Oh, movie, I'm a penny music. They will be out there. You're Babato, that's flooded. I'm an NDC, an MPP, a baby aba, a flooded because. Yen fa nyan sanse dan ko ho say ade we ya hwene an ne put in the bada be ha yina ntimedie ennem se da am so amachi no say me to mo sis da yina ko 47 but because of my saying yen knocking omo ma bibie fire stations na da yina yen knocking yina na nti omo ka na mo ko foforo what I say o ka say wo twa the car na say wo jina no do na evidence but car man be shema fibia no. If these people are called to a stakeholders meeting, you know what trans say, look, baby, I would say, so. Yet because you go no or bush and what tramonte. Name Medano, 50,000 Ghana cedis, Asemka. I buy this kind of amount. ye medical man wa betu bebu dan nagu ni ya kwan ye drain it means yes that one way in say we in but me feel say it will go a long way because so now can sanitation obi ampo no fee bi okotunsu or okotukotem bibi obi ampe bia eno achi sand in Texas Nigeria ban plastic waste it's a plastic bags you must go that way littering I yes say all litter nature you must be fined all the laws are on the books so the other must be naked laws we now who by
implementation your problem my
German and Kane and Yahweh.
Assume sinu yana.
Assume siba. Do you know me? I call the IGP. Do you know me? I call the minister. Do you know me? I call the president. Some mentality na me kosuma imwa.
And it's not helping.
And oh yes, yeah. My main cancer kakrancho. Ministry of Local Government. A form. Sanitation, water resources. A form. Works and housing. A fair education a fair home NCC a form Ministry of Education what you manage say curriculum na the child school no we must be taught civic responsibility and NCC for what you local government so omo there it will provide the sanitation will provide the bins then we ensure that we enforce the laws. We called Britain in the early 90s, and I've back can't cook no drop away. We took about £120 that time. Yes.
On a sports fine.
Yep, you see, Ancho. What does it say? What does it say? And which day? You say, I can't go. Say, me PF, me TB, Sunny, I'm a Jones, and I'm a cable. When we say, me track him, you're going to be a so. I can't. What you're saying? Who PF fee, I could open your Jones answer. Because what we say about you not quite so. Yet you are with you. And I can't. The Lord has said, I can't. So I said, driving, say, maybe Shaka Ghana. But we say, what send him once to know his seat belt. It's a nigga coming home. Mr. Take out my seat belt. Oh, say, we say, yeah, now I come home. What does he? I'm an entity. Say, Wabu, she said, you said, track him as I'm a static car. That's about you seat belt at once. So, no, it's a part of your life. And Sana said, sadly, train no any ceremony in a part of our lives. So, because me want the frontier will be better than them IBB, a good plastic back the job jar to got them. So, me pray. Now, we are me country, I say, or should be my say, obviously, toilet be or so. No one 2 man hole. It's not toilet, you know, who you should never go, Sagat anymore. Nay, drain, no, toilet, you're close. Papa, cannot do one of our friend called me the communication director, Mr. Yawanoche. Say, Womra. Conforce all your program, Yamisha, Yamanton, one name, the communication director.
I see.
Now, a friend conform by a conform with Drew, will be a Jan, Abijan, everybody, and I get more. Oh, Kumasi, as an American. And I said, who is me? Was sorry for the fee. About how much I didn't hear Abijan and I. Yes, it's all been one.
Monsieur Tono, I wish you a run.
Because I wouldn't want to say, oh, the Nina, ye trauma so. We say video are picking on another channel up here, federal court. You have bought the bet 1,000 Ghana cedis. Or so much not the crowd of study.
Yani me customer for the customer so bonko for capa. I'm saying, as you know, a munyashi enough. Oh, his sick is maybe a beer a thing. And we are the own to be, I don't mean Yami, we was in two to the Amiaba. And from our boy at the Amiaba. But some of them so. No, I call. Now the old Jatu got him. Those who jam the Atunti between Capricer and a colleague Lagoon. Red Masters Jinamud in India or if you get to know the millions of dollars about Tria. So you begin to tighten the rules, the bylaws, and what have you on sanitation. We are joking. We start spending every year on sanitation. And results for Bianso.
That's why I must have here. It is where I told you about being chief and crying. A fire got us choked. And then Ramit says American house. American house. If you're quite American house. Me say me am constituency subin nso to a woni obato Copacabana
me to Copacabana
aha o say ye intersection ni wi na se ho no me say nso to no fi Copacabana ho sane a ni nyina be gina intersection na se ho yes o fa ne say a focus ka ho o de ba Starless 91 avenue no so nso to ho nyina flooded we get to nyina a choked okay there was a monopole na we sebe we nipa na so to aba no ye before na ndisifo o dey say come na to aba o Ghana ha o
na politicians because who can untumi still can ye
o can wait can ye because you see say emra wo o dey say me politicians me dim na so me ntimi tra kai ma bra me sure ye o dey say me ntimi ka say me politicians ma num so ba ko ja to obi gotem o dey say emra wo e say amna na ye nye bi so obi ye di so ne emma bia be ya e ya hohyeso e no so be brofo ahohyeso
so discipline
emma bia no be petumpo a ahohyeso ni mu a be petumpo politics e ahohyeso you unya power no one get discipline that you lose power you say oppositions do not win elections so governments lose them so what I say
opposition for the
they don't win elections governments will not lose them
na be the opposition
yes. The brother say, "Sir, my was serious or the wine. The 12 and na say you dey make what you say."
Exactly. Say na be see 20.
Abai bia ho na dey say we ye no wan ya. And na obi atumi kra obi ano. Dey say we ye leadership.
Kwabe honorable person obeti.
Oh, regarding the political courage making some
the courage is there. But obi a pese bibia fin kra neba. Emran so assembly ho. Emem dey esi na mra ni na ho. Because me used to be MP, me ex-official member of KMA. But me to be shake me the only. Because the assembly is there, the assembly members are there.
And the question is, are there any assembly in some implemented?
No, so buso so I said I could preach the chief executive bar. Opa, 60 regions. Per 1 every week for Akobra, they will be no be MTs.
You always say the same thing, say Kofono and Ebo de Romunfa.
Now we would have find nice way.
No boni no watch it.
There be so
me feel
say find the person.
I entiase na nya adwuma. And I say the man Kofono so go form enough say it doesn't deter people.
Mama no hwe e ma bia be ya. And mama you know discipline discipline hard work and truth. Honesty. E ma bia makoso ekoso bia no ahohyeso nukredi na adwumaden. E ma bia ni wiase a ono say or America or Britain across because they pay good more sonko enye no kre o dey say e ya ho hyeso e ya adwumaden en no kredie me mama bia akoso. Now when you are made a leader you are to take decisions. Some may be favorable, some may be unfavorable, but because philosophy kakra there's a hedonistic view what I say about the great majority. So long as the great majority is happy, that's what matters. Because you can't please everybody.
In this case, yeah, the greater part of our population, would they be happy coming up with
I'm sure the greater part will be very law-abiding.
Yes, son, and a young 2 man.
Oh, yeah, 2 man, they are no. But you see, when people see that you are doing the right thing, they will come on board.
Would it be that easy? I say,
we are say fairness. Yeah, then they will be able to tell me where so he's fair. As I say, oh, Bosia, Yabo Bosiano, who for the call J Bosiano, who call region Bia, why a social housing hall. Will be at anything. And you'll be there, could be on one can. And you will be green book from a child. Them what I say, who is there? Is there everybody can see? Fili Gaducci, Sanamogano.
Gafili Gaducci.
Yes. Will be at anything. And now what Jibo so. Now the Konyan confirming 2 more Masua and see who. Them what I say. Them just what I say. So, enti ya na go focus a ni nyina bibia wo ye bia no e evidence ubedi ebia bedi MP osumu wa ye dem is my way esi ho nipa ko obehu se wo twa ne tro a so ko wo sensi ho se ye ko so a so be kan no atom na ya anye ne sa ni afa ho hyeso nukredie ene adwumaden antra mayimu amfa ye man ya ni ye bia agudi o masa ni ye bia agudi because yentimi pentra mamu na afibia ba cheska to ho ni akote tigata mu ni away next year na the same thing It's your might waterways, you know. With the visa, my no musha. You know, from the origin, be identifies. I play from. Na obia na yen value yen piska mo nko na it mu emu chakwa ni munye yen na do be sem kuweska once and for all. Enti discipline there ahosheso very very important.
Okay.
Thank you.
So be that say my main kind messages are adofo ajebre and diaba. We free honorable Abedi Kwadasu Kumase was say now that part of Accra submerged by heavy rainfalls. When will our attitude change as people of this country? Dumping of rubbish, digging holes, and all the unnecessary things are what is causing us capital for over decades. Even former President John Dramani Mahama's Terminal 3 and Circle Dubai were all flooded because of our irresponsible as a nation. And I think it's about time something is done to name the situation in the bud. Abefe Bonale Listowell, or see John Dramani Upana Mahama is the cause of the
now also can you plan free money there be am
so say we send the message be say now what is your contribution to the
former head of state former president
you first respect the man
even if I agree with him but
interestingly you see it's not coming from
no
Obi or NDC it's coming from Obi or NDC
yes
you know I dream when if you say you be join political party now or your opponent or your enemy but this is what we are.
No, but it's totally uncalled for. We may disagree with his view, we disagree with his party, his philosophy, blah, blah, but not that name opener.
I say, good morning, Kwame. Are we serious at all as a nation? This political blame game is becoming unbecoming and something has to be done. I agree with you, Elijah. Kojo Besempe, Monosonedia, or the Kojo Fortune, or say, please, I'm not hearing good news at all. It's been raining in Accra and I know tomorrow there will be another story telling us number of people who have lost their lives out of this situation. So can't we do and solve this situation once and for all? Kobe Steve, baby anytime or so. Also, hi UTV. In fact, Nanadu is doing very great. So we Ghanaians must support his good work and he will lead us onto the promised land. But some of his appointees are, I say, are mafia. Mafia, no say Italian mafia. So he must eliminate those people from his government. If not, 2020 election will be a difficult example for him. Otherwise, he will lose. Obodibi will have at Memodino. No, but also typical example. I'm an example of someone who is not performing.
The
performance for the abbey.
The
performance for the abbey. Mozi Azonzi Elias. I said, good morning. I think this whole Maxwell Muhammad statue thing is Lots of great people died and have no statues. What he and his family need is justice and money, not statue. I'm alias from Monosone dia or the buy and I dream will be there, so everything will be there. Okay, let me do justice to this one. I think also. Angie Amrahim was say, hi, good morning, please. My name is Angie Amrahim from Kaslan City. Accra flood will never get any solution, I'm telling you, because all the gutters are choked. So Ghana, we should stop dumping refuse in our gutters, and we should remember June 3rd, Ghana, we have a long way to go, and also anyone who will dump refuse in gutter, the person should be arrested and be prosecuted by the competent court of jurisdiction. But do we have what it takes to do that? That's another question. Watching for the year. Since you to now cobra the ball I see in China say or should be good the fashion solution from Nafi, where Jagum, maybe it could be confirm, and then that you buy bands of war. I buy any dear Miss or something media now also one more than I am dear. Alaji.
Kwame, the first day I mean who saw scenario we are or the it was innovative. Say the panel I didn't who since you know or the negata bola begum neko.
Everyday life.
And I didn't have any idea. I didn't have any idea. So we so the first day I saw it, I was many gani. And the panel at the boom, who's idea no come say, hey, and the boy or in front of Konya Sanyans, we say this day. But later, and now technical people no started business say, okay, what they are told, what they won't be me call. Wouldn't be echo. Wouldn't be echo. And almost started a church and say, oh, and no never call choke you, baby. Now, baby, I bet choke you. What you watch what train? Hey, dear, here we need you. Won't be won't say you already call. They won't be a coach who can. Now a month you know. I started air pilot up. So I bet you them move you. Maybe I will say oh to you know. Intina,
the law of karma. It works.
So you make now I bet you them move you. Now video who say dear we you know. And also can and I'm sure no. I bet also. You see the difficulty I mean walk a crown and say me or minister ha one kanejuma ho saa say drainage system in the keka ho ama ono ankasa nso complaining. That is my difficulty. Individual me kan nan so hu me kan no me maka access mu bi o mu say me nka saa nsuo we nsensem because enim ema menim gu ase ema me dwen ho amenti ase say at this age and time na yeguswa efasa ohawa eye very very preventable mu na ni ameka kakra ne say honorable as a raising suggestion say ebia ye ni ebetimi aye na wo mu ewo kwan ho a nsuo kwan ho a yeyi wo mu free ho na ye teenager beboa. I think it's a step in the right direction and also beboa indeed. Say Bekaya former President Kufuor take similar initiative. Still on the Odo drainage. Offer a free alla jo ichire ho nyina pa be pim cap price e ko nyina no obon ho boden eye ni obetimi aye indeed ye hu ehun so a very very positive and for a very long time after that drainage was constructed na ye hu sa flooding situations na ekunkum nipa at the slightest rain and maybe a twemu alajo anya hwe kura no bete say nipa mienu nipa miensa apart from the destruction to lives and property and destabilization of nkofo ankasa wo mo productivity because nsuo no tosa na eba wo dem a productivity begins to go down also otena ho eye nyoma wo ba wo no aye nyoma bebre. So there was that bold initiative I was say about former President Kufuor Abaso to say to me yeah Emma yeah bedo pempeso. But honorable, there is one critical factor. President Kufuor drainage no no today yema ama flood bio. What is the situation?
And that's what we are doing.
That into America said what is the situation? So enti bibi wo ho anka wo say ye yenye ena ede yen aba pempenso a ye bedu everyday say honorable nkasa ye resist somewhere around American House in the East Legon area onim say elitist area bibi a wo beto asase ye susu asase ni square meter na e dia ma
square meter Ghana everybody use square meter
ebi wo ho a ye ma 80 by 100
80 by because tubo
correct where do you see square meter na ya jo in dollars na okotna ho na say ne I mean it's unusual your name said that area gets flooded me nim area Indra I'm telling you this Indra in the heat in your assignment we was say me we know by the close of work yesterday now if there's a Muslims in parliament and also a war program to break the fast in parliament in Drano.
Okay.
So I have to finish it because the people are many more dealing. I have to finish with them before they can attend to that program in the account. We could do. I know not Kaneshi because that is the area I know there very well. I know the flooding level I mean, but I can tell you for the past 10 to 15 years, we've seen remarkable improvement and flooding and baby least and you know for me pick up. I'm telling you, I was just lucky. It was after I left. And now, Nipano, we were 3 in the convoy. I catch him and said, look, do I know what happened? That area I decided not to go again and I came back. Pick up me noon and Shunofa. Just around the North Currency last stop area. Around a flood prone area. But for the past 15 years, I can tell you, we've seen fast improvement in the situation. art say a man for cry to me as a see on mudan assign a painty a renovate here omunya rent pa baby yesterday ndra we could do one na enye bibia obetimi afem so clearly you know na ye bibia na anka emre bi etwemu na ye na nse ye jaye so let us look for that thing.
Almost a winter, I was a crack academy. World Bank for underground.
Correct.
And still, you are not the MP called me.
Yeah.
It's a only now flat.
Only a crack academy,
First light.
The last time I flood in the bay, a year in 2008, MP before a year last rally for the election, 2008 election. Mekai that day na flood and also assign back right after that omo etumi dredge system no change drainage ni bi kura e wa kra academy change it from first light area all this na you close it down first light for sa inter events change no I wo ho a wo de be call asale matayiko you close it down sa junction no ye ejuma ho e ma omo hu you know improvement in the events flood situation and what that area and he said it goes back to prove my point to say bibi wo ho ananka ye nanse ya jaye ama to say nsuo no as statibium edien amo nti besre honorable mo na mo ministry so nsuo asem de me de bia meka enye NDC enye MPP mo maye nhwe se ne ye be pointia na abanso entwe mekai emre bi atwemu a engineers and planners womu atusi mu say womu beye drainage na amaye at no cost ene honorable e bo cost no kire yen yes kaketwa that money could have been rechanneled somewhere else samre no ana ye kun etia the one major critical factor ye dum so yenya obi a obeka say obeya amaye owo ntimo mfa mo cars mbra na me mfa me equipment na yenye ne ebeya to say ye betumi etu sanyoma na efiwo kasa na ya NDC for ebenye ni munyam enti edentina we president ni nua na ebeye sai duma no adentina yakoma no cars ebeye we ene costa honorable airkin mesre mebusa say ye dey mesre mebusa
we good we too good
say
Mr. Musa, this is the third time I can program I feel in the no
say ye dey say sika we eye bibi fufuro ebeboa ebia pomoden hu nsensem ebia ema womo pe sika ketewa bi e de adija ne ne keka ho anka no so ebeboa wom na anka no problem no because since that dredging no anka wo say ye yentumi aye no it compounded the situation ebepemu ne amakos no kwa na ekosoro ye besre aban say hwe one life is very important intina de bia me de meka say hwe ebi mu ho a ye say oh me de me krum ye wo koko ye wo gold ye wo diamond ye wo say me de me say me krum ye wo nipa because se koko no enye nipa ne kwa akodo aye hu nyoma koko no eye wura gold no eye ahwea a egu fom se enye nipa na ekọ exploit na wa the technology ni nyoma eye adane no gold anane no amana be ska akọ say a diamond, all these things, you know, in here nipa to get it.
Skalko. What is skalko?
You come here and the politics be am tinke ko yipa.
Politics say hu. I mean, solution to problems. What is the next time I campaign?
Lasting solution to the situation. Na ye ko ye ni mo no, ya betena se biom. What the irony? And me ba ha no, me hwe Prince last message I was sending me. And then the message I was sending me.
What's he saying?
One thing rhymes in it. Flooding.
I mean, it's
seasonal.
So I mean, they be able to say akasa. Na sorry ako.
Anya solution bia.
I mean,
the solution no.
Anya solution no keke. Enkwa nipa nti nsu otope nyina na.
Anya solution no. Enkwa ehwiri say it will be trap.
Na make say so if for nothing at all. E be a flooding keke na obi dan asay ana say baby obefa kofi untimi mfa kofi bium. Enukra no a bit acceptable to the extent say yeshre nipankwa na yeshre no. Very important. Nipa is very important too. In every sphere of life, nipa na to say ye be ye ade a ye pese ye bia. Na nipa no so ebia obi wo ha ya se sika wo so sa flooding way boom. Breadwinners, soldier ni yere wo mu ya soldier for. I've given you an example of how much on my essay to build one military man. Na nipa mienu nso di omwako ne ne keka. I mean it is
I pray say you betumi ayam wi abusuafo ye bre na ye bre say nkomo de meka say be sha say ye bedi na nso ni wi ntikaka na aka na say so mato so we kire ye mfa dwe ba ko ntwitwim say de bebo ma Ghana mfa na ntoma preference so that e china bi say ye bo ma Ghana ko na nimu you can see say at least I also play the part when you so be president minister and Zana also wa ma Ghana mfa na ntoma preference baby a wo bia ntun mu monten so nso to a ntitan hwe benkum ni fan hwe dabi don't do that dwen Ghana ho na nyina bebo ama ne makoyi aha na edibesi ye timpanifo mienu enka ye deputy minister of works and housing osai mrashe bidwane subi constituency or Ashanti region honorable Eugene Buachi entry and ye tin Kano pay oboa pa na miaminu Alhaji Naziru Muhammad nso ye NDC communication team member ono nso waboa pa panifo medamwase I was also as the Bessia. The Bessia command a more remembered ye bedi. Midin the Kwame agency, and I'm a watch now. Your best out to Amso, Nafi Yaquin. Namisha Musono Mobia on by Medamas. Bye bye.
Hey, stop! Stop! I buy you everything. If your bodies, I buy it for you. I buy you this way. And I do you so share. Why are you taking my life this way?
It's before this way, but hey!
Why are you telling me this?
And cut!
Data, sorry. People know me, Acrobato, aka Who Knows Tomorrow. Look, my profession is actor. People are always giving me encouragement because of my performance. This way chocolate drink. That is my secret. You just need Ori hot water. You just put it. You just take it. Easy. Even it just sustain you hungry. If you take this way, never hungry. You can take it anytime, any day, anywhere, everywhere.